Okay, so I'm actually going to make this video. Just give me a second. I'm going to pause this here.
So this person stopped him?
Pause. Okay, so I'm going to make this video because of the fact that it's been bugging me for a while now. Okay, so I was just recently talking to a friend of mine, and I was trying to explain to her that a comment she had left, for me, translated to me in a certain way, and I picked up some energy on it. And it wasn't the first one. She sent a couple to me on a couple of my posts, just different ones, excuse me. And I was like, what is her deal? I was like, is she trying to be rude, or like, is she trying to play it off like constructive criticism, or is she just trying to call me out and make me feel like shit? I was like, this doesn't line up, because this person has never told me she has an issue with me, and I've never truly picked up on that. And she's not afraid to tell me certain things. Like, if I fuck up on something, she'll mention it. The spelling mistake or something like that, I don't care. But this was different. And so finally I just gave in, and I asked her, I said, are you doing better? Like, I sent her a message, and she's like, yeah, actually. And then she explained to me a bunch of shit that I had no idea was going on. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Okay. Because that did not translate well. I was like, okay, so apparently I could pick up energies through somebody's text messages, and I didn't think that was a thing. Like, just a comment being left by a person. Yeah, I can actually pick up the energy on them. And I was like, okay, well, that's the problem a lot of us are having right now, I think, is that the energy that is sent by a person, even through text, is not necessarily lining up with the actions of a person and what they're actually doing. So they say one thing energetically, it picks up as one thing. The words may not even line up to that energy, but it could be something completely different, because whatever she was going through had nothing to do with me. And if I didn't know the difference, if I wasn't able to discern the difference, and I didn't know any better, I would take that personally. I'd be like, what the fuck, right? For a split moment, I almost did think it. I'm like, this doesn't seem right. This seems a little off. And then it made sense after I went and spoke to her and asked her herself. Okay? So I took the time to ask that person. Sometimes when you do that, not always is a person going to be open and honest, depending on what they're going through. But other times you get the clarity that you need. And it's like, oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay, because we live in a society right now where a lot of it is text, but turns out energy can come through in words too. So don't be fooled and thinking just because you got miscommunication or something like that. When it comes with text, the energy you could be picking up on through the text could be the real energy, because energy doesn't lie. It never lies. Energy is energy. It does not lie. And it just means that sometimes the words or the actions do not line up with that said energy. I wanted to make this very clear because this is important. I think a lot of people need to hear this. And it gives me a lot more clarity too, because I was like, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know that was a thing. I've always been able to do that. Now I'm realizing that it is a thing. And it's helpful to know now that I'm actually picking up on certain things. And a lesson this just taught me now is to go out of my way to ask a person if I'm not sure, instead of making an assumption and then creating some sort of drama sequence in my head. So, yeah, if you're ever not sure, definitely ask the person. All right,